Welcome to our channel, Celestial Nexus. My name is Nima, and we got some things to cover in this video. We got new UAP footages, we got some UAP news and updates, and something about the disappearance of the Malaysian airline flight MH370 and if it has anything to do with UFOs or not. But before we get into it, let's talk a little about some UAP disclosure news and where we stand. Over the past few months, there were over 30 whistleblowers who at some point worked at the US government or as contractors who have recently come forward to testify about UAPs at the office of the ICIG. For those who don't know, it stands for Intelligence Community Inspector General. The claims are very close to what David Grusch stated in his testimony back in July.
Biologics came with some of these recoveries.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to.
I'll link the videos down below where you can see the highlights of the interview. Some of the claims in the 30 plus whistleblowers' testimonies that were reported include crash retrieval and reverse engineering of spacecrafts of exotic and non-human origin, government disinformation, misinformation operations, military encounters with UAPs, interactions with non-human intelligence, triangular pyramid-shaped crafts with unconventional propulsion. But the leaders in the military and the intelligence community are keeping a tight lip on the investigations of the UAP claims and declining to share any information with the Inspector General. At this point, with all the viral UAP videos surfacing online, you can bet your uncle's ass almost everyone knows something's up with the UAPs and the government, who has been in possession of alien technologies for decades. Chuck Schumer, who is a senior United States Senator, wants to bring more transparency and oversight to the government's handling of UAP-related information. He suggests that there may be more important information about the UAPs that the executive branch is concealing, and the Inspector General has found the whistleblowers' claims, the ones that I previously mentioned, to be credible. It's good to see more and more politicians and military servicemen finally coming forward. I'll keep you all posted when more information becomes available on this topic. Now, before we get into some juicy UAP footages, I want to talk about the aliens at the mall in Florida. During the making of this video, there was an incident that happened in the mall in Miami where a few 9-foot tall aliens came out of a portal. And people were quick to come up with theories as to why the aliens came out of a portal at a mall. According to their theories, the silly aliens typed the wrong coordinates into their portal device. See, if you go on Google Earth and pop in the inverted coordinates of the mall, it gives you the coordinates of Antarctica instead. Imagine having the ability and the technology to cut a hole in the fabric of the universe, only to have an idiot crew member enter the wrong coordinates. This was obviously fake news, people going on TikTok making claims for fun or for clout. The real incident was some kids lit up fireworks inside the mall, and people thought it was an active shooter, and a whole lot of cops showed up. That's it, moving on. If you've made it this far into the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm currently sitting at 10 followers, which I really appreciate. However, one of the followers is my own personal account, and the other one is my mom's. So hit that subscribe button and let's get that number to 20. Thank you. Also, if you have any footages you'd like it to be featured here, you can email it to me at celestialnexus6@gmail.com. That's celestialnexus and number 6@gmail.com. Now let's go see some new UAP footages. Here's number 1. This first video doesn't really need an explanation, just your usual spherical object following a passenger plane. Looks legit.
Are you kidding me? Hold on. Are you serious right now?
What is that?
It's getting closer to it. What the fuck is that?
What are you looking at? There's a dot
The
following
plane,
that
there's a dot
plane.
This is a creepy one.
Colonel, you better take a look at this radar.
What is it, son?
I don't know, sir, but it looks like a giant...
Dick,
Yeah.
take a look out of starboard.
Oh my God, it looks like a huge...
Pecker!
Oh, where?
Wait, that's not a woodpecker. It looks like someone's...
Privates! We have reports of an unidentified flying object. It is a long, smooth shaft, complete with two balls.
What is that? That looks just like an enormous...
Wang, pay attention.
I was distracted by that enormous...
You get the point. In all seriousness, here's the uninterrupted version. As you see, there's something slowly creeping behind the clouds. Before you say it's just the moon and the wind is moving the clouds, let me stop you right there. This is the moon, and it doesn't have any balls. In this clip, he starts off by showing us where the moon is so we don't mistake it with a UAP. But take a look at that. I thought it would be lights on a building, but it's way above the clouds. And it's not moving, so it's not a blimp or a hot air balloon or a drone show. I have no idea what this is.
Ok, todo bien aquí con la luna en Aries preciosa en Miami, pero ¿qué mierda es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Lo alcanzan a ver? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Y por qué las luces están parpadeando? What the fuck? ¿Qué mierda es eso? Explícame, Jaime Maussan. Ahora está completamente roja. O sea, quiero que ubiquen dónde está. Ahí, eso es la luna. ¿Qué es eso? What the fuck is that?
This clip is from George Corbell, one of my favorite people on this topic, him and George Knapp. They're doing great things for the UAP community. Here's the video. He goes on to say this thing was only visible through infrared camera and was not visible to the naked eye. He also said the object dove into the body of water and then took off at a 45-degree angle and vanished into space, but we have no clip of that. This is another weird one. This looks a lot like the one I saw where I mentioned in the first video that I uploaded to this channel. I explained that I saw a black spherical object passing by my balcony. This spherical object seems to keep the side where the green yellowish symbol is always to one side. And it moves as if it's not caught in the wind, and it moves randomly. It moves like it's being controlled by something or someone. This one has to be one of the creepiest UFOs I've seen. Of all the footages I've seen, this one is by far one of the most creepy ones.
¿Sí es una nave? ¡No mames, güey! Ya nos llevó la...
This one is your old school cigar shaped UFOs. One of the first footages I saw years ago was a cigar shaped. Some people theorize this model is a mothership. Seems like whatever it is, it's still being used.
No idea.
I'm fine. Look at the size.
What's that?
Now let's talk about the Malaysian airline Flight MH370. Since Netflix dropped their Flight MH370 docuseries last year, there have been some new developments. And I'm not referring to any newly found wreckage because there isn't any that I'm aware of. For those who have been living under a rock for the past 10 years, Malaysian airline Flight MH370 disappeared off radar mid-flight in 2014. To this day, nothing belonging to the airplane itself or its 240 passengers has been recovered. No black box pings, no wings, no phalanges, nothing. Although there is a rumor going around that the airplane either landed or crashed in the Cambodian jungle. Here's the image and the reasons why I don't think this is it. 1. If it landed, there are no signs of a runway created by the airplane trying to land, as in no signs of knocked over trees or ripped off wings, or traces of any survivors around the plane, as in no evacuation slide, no makeshift shelters, no SOS signs, no signal fire, nothing. And it's been 10 years. If there were any survivors, we would have known by now. 2. It could not have crashed. Well, because the plane looks very intact. I'm going to go ahead and say that the airplane probably belongs to a doomsday prepper who lives with his pet pangolin and who hates being around people. I'm debunking this. Now on to the developments. There are 2 video clips of Flight MH370 being abducted by what looks like 3 spherical orbs encircling the aircraft. I know it sounds crazy and way out there, but keep your mind open for the next couple minutes. The first video is from a satellite that was tracking Flight MH370 after it was known their transponder was turned off. The video was taken by 2 cameras side by side shooting the same subject. As you can see, there is a small orb that flies into view and starts encircling the airplane. Then a second one followed by a third one. They keep rotating around the airplane in a triangular formation. It's gone. You can actually see the reflection of the flash on the surrounding clouds. This footage, along with the next footage that I will show in a bit, were apparently leaked by an intelligence officer, according to an X or Twitter user in some post on Reddit. A team of people, along by an X user called Ashton Forbes, has deep dove into investigating these videos. I will post a link down below to his X account and to the archived videos if you want to take a look for yourself. There are a lot of information there along with some crazy theories. He goes deeper with his investigation and it's worth going and reading into it if you want to. I will not cover all of this in this video. In this footage, shot by the thermal camera of a UAV military drone following the Flight MH370, you can see it fly into the contrails and away. Then the airplane is joined by the same 3 orbs, which encircle it in a locked triangular formation. And then, boom, it's gone. There you have it. Both clips showing the abduction. But is it real? The short answer is no. The long answer is there are evidence that suggests the 2 videos are fake. For example, satellites shoot images or videos from above the targeted subject, whereas in this clip, you see the airplane from the side. This only occurs if the satellite is orbiting way too low, which is impossible, or the airplane is flying way too high, which is also impossible. Another thing is, when you watch clips recorded from satellites or the International Space Station, you can see the speed in which the satellite or the space station are traveling at, like a fly over the clouds. However, in this clip, everything is static, nothing is moving. I'm no expert in satellites, but those make sense. Other examples are the clouds which the airplane is flying through are from stock images. And lastly, in the thermal video where the portal opens and sucks in the airplane and the 3 orbs, appears to be taken from, again, stock footage from back in the 90s. I would like to know what you think, so let me know in the comment section. I would also like to know if other theories exist that I did not discuss in this video. If you enjoyed this clip, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow.
Do it.
I will post more as information becomes available. Until the next clip, make sure you take care of yourself and each other, and don't forget to look up, because you never know what's flying over you. See you guys on the next one.